dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, who were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare bursting in air, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and the free and the home of the
Yeah, he made me want to cry last night. Now that's a voice. USA! 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 USA!
Hi guys, I'm Nick Miles.
Hi,
I
Nick.
work for the Walkaway campaign. The Walkaway Foundation, which is a 501c3, does not endorse or any direct candidate, organization, business that is in attendance and or speaking at this event today.
Can I slide in right here?
I was gonna, but no,
let's both
Through
squeeze.
there, go.
Come on, let's both
I
squeeze.
just didn't want to crowd it. You're good, you go in.
You sure? Okay.
We
We can switch off. You want to get in front? I'll get in front. I'm just live streaming it on my channel. That's the only reason. They wouldn't give me a press pass.
Oh, really? That's fine, you can take the front, man. Mine's going nowhere.
We can all get real close to one another. We're all friends, right? You're good? Okay.
No more. It's time for the silent majority to become unsilent. On October 3rd, 2020, in Washington, D.C., Walkaway campaign implores you to take a stand, to come together in unity, and fight back against the lies, the division, and the hate with love.
Once upon a time, I was a liberal.
This is our last chance to save America. Walkaway campaign presents the Unsilent Majority March on Washington.
Yes!
UnsilentMarch.com.
Yes! Alright, we've had enough videos. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome today's opening speaker, activist Scott PRESLER.
Yes! Woo! Yes! Yes! He got the good hair. He got the good hair.
And I love you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm the first speaker. Hello, Washington, D.C. That was terrible. Hello, Washington, D.C. That's more like it. Well, I have to give a shout out first because my mom and dad are here with us today. Those are my parents. My name is Scott PRESLER. For those of you who don't know me, I am the son of a retired Navy captain. I am that long-haired Eagle Scout. And I reject the Democrat Party. I reject the Democrat Party! But not with hate. I reject the Democrat Party with love. Love of country, love of neighbor, and love of the American dream. You see, I graduated from George Mason University with a 3.63 beauty and brains. I'm kidding, I'm joking. But I couldn't find a job, so I walked dogs for a living because there's no shame in a hard day's work and an honest day's labor.
That's right. That's right.
I moved to Texas to help elect the governor. I spent 2 years of my life working to defeat Hillary Clinton. I just love saying that.
Yeah!
And I was even last year invited to the White House. So I like to think of my life as I started off very humbled as a dog walker in the doghouse. And I ended up in the White House! Now guys, a year ago, our president brought national attention to the city of Baltimore. And I saw that while everybody else was pointing the finger and they were scapegoating and they were blaming other people, but nobody was doing anything, right? So I posted on social media and I said, I'm going to the city of Baltimore, even if it's me standing on a street corner picking up trash. And I didn't realize what I had done because all these people wanted to help and I was like, uh-oh. Because I studied criminal justice, I did not study waste management and sanitation. So within 6 days, we organized on a Monday and we picked up 12 tons of trash in 12 hours in 1 day!
And we did it!
You were there?
So I went home to my ma and I was like, Ma,
We started off with Scott on the
I'm really good at picking
That's beautiful, thank you.
Her heart swelled with pride and admiration. And her son, that dog walker turned trash collector. But what I really want people to understand is, guys, this is a movement based on love. And the best way that you show love is through action, not words. And you guys say to me all the time, you say, Scott, one person can't possibly matter. One person can't possibly make a difference. Guys, I'm one person, and in 1 year's time, we've organized cleanups in Atlanta, Austin, Baltimore, Chicago, Denver, Duquesne, Houston, Kenosha, Los Angeles, Miami, Milwaukee, Portland, Pittsburgh, Philly! And I was even protested for picking up trash in San Francisco, California!
I'm sorry.
Eat your heart out, Nancy Pelosi! So, remember how I told you I reject the Democrat Party with love? Remember, while they are being hateful and violent and burning down our cities, we are cleaning them up! I'm honored to be here at the UNSILENT Walkaway March on DC. Guys, we're making history. This is historic. This is historic! But please, I don't want you to just go home after this and say, I saw Scott and his hair. Which does look wrong. No, guys, this is it. We have 30 30 days, please, I'm asking you, I'm begging you, I'm encouraging you, I'm urging you, and I make a commitment to every single one of you, and I mean this as fiercely, as firmly, as ferociously as I stand before you. I promise. I'm gonna spend the next 30 days doing everything within my power, and I promise I will not bow down to political pressure. I will not cower. I will not buckle. I will not bend. I promise to you, I will do everything within my power to win this November. Thank you for walking away from the Democratic Party. Thank you for supporting Brandon Strzok. And thank you for being the unsilent majority! I love you guys. Mom, Dad, I love you. That's it.
Next up, outspoken actor, pilot, and security agent, Lorenzo LAMAS.
Yeah, ladies. Get in there, ladies. I know you want to see him. Woo!
Thank you so much. Wow, Scott PRESLER.
That's Lorenzo
Put your hands
LAMAS.
together for that young
You
man.
remember him from the 80s? No. Oh, girl, he was one of the finest
get you
men
going.
on TV.
So,
He was in a lot of movies.
my
Okay,
name's
Google
Lorenzo
it later.
LAMAS. I used to be on TV.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys might remember me from a show called Renegade,
Yeah.
where I was a long-haired bounty hunter that didn't wear very many shirts.
Woo! Yes.
It was a pleasure to do that show and a pleasure to get so many people speaking out and saying, hey, what are you gonna do? Take it off, right?
Yeah.
But we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about you.
Woo!
We're here to talk about the unsilent majority of people in this country that absolutely love and adore the freedom of speech. The freedom to pray, the freedom to work, the freedom to speak their opinion without being ostracized or canceled. And
That's Lorenzo
it's
LAMAS.
just an amazing movement. You know, I was talking to our founder, Brandon, earlier this morning about his purpose, and God put him on this planet to do this.
Yes. Yes.
Here's a man with no prior experience in organizing a movement of this magnitude. I mean, he's an actor, he was a hairdresser. I mean, God spoke to this individual and said, somebody has to put together a group of people like we are that are completely anti-bully.
Yes.
Because that's the whole point of this movement.
Yes, he did.
We're anti-bully. We're the bodyguards of freedom of expression.
Yes.
So I put together a few things I wanted to talk to you about because I don't want to miss any points. And I am, after all, just a human. I get nervous in front of people like everybody else.
Aww.
But so here it is. So first off, I want to thank you, Brandon. Thank you for starting this incredible movement, and thank you all for coming here. Now, I'm here to speak to everybody, okay? But particularly to those people that may be on the fence, that may not really understand, well, what it is to be a conservative. And I'm, you know, aren't we for you know, equality of speech, equality of you know, work, and a lot of democratic, you know, principles are about fairness for all, right? Yeah. So I want to talk to the folks there that are on the fence. There might be a few of us here today. So to these people, I'm telling you what we're trying to accomplish. Now, it'd be easy to speak about the damage that the media, the politicians, and its facilitators are doing to divide this country. It's easy to talk about those things to people like us, right? But I'm here to talk to those of you who would, on any given day, normally align with the Democratic Party. To you, I would say that the party of JFK and Woodrow Wilson is no longer. It isn't. Though that Democratic Party has veered so far left that such a degree that it would literally be unrecognizable to the icons that we looked up to in its past. These United States are based on Judeo-Christian values.
Yeah.
That until recently have given all Americans a moral base from which to start our dialogue and to discuss our differences. Now, friends, we're at a turning point in this country, one that if America gets wrong, we won't be able to recognize the country that we are living in anymore. And that's the honest truth, and that's my point. I've always been a freedom-loving American, and the attempts to restrict our freedoms are already on full display. Now, because of the virus and because of the progressive left, we can't attend church, but we can go protest against our police.
Yeah.
The very people that are protecting our lives every day. We can't send our kids to school, even with social distancing protocols, but we can walk into a supermarket and stand right next to somebody at the checkout counter.
Oh, preach.
How much sense does that make, folks? It's complete hypocrisy. Now, all but a few of the democratically run cities have allowed chaos to destroy our small businesses, forcing people into bankruptcy and worse, depression. The liberals are so concerned with losing power and control that they have forgotten to govern its people.
Yeah.
They have forgotten the very core of their most ardent supporters, the middle class. Right? Those JFK Democrats that used to stand for fairness and equity are no longer. They are erased from history,
Yeah.
like so many statues.
Yep.
Ooh.
The Democratic Party has devolved into a cancel culture of hate and hypocrisy, of lies, of deceit, of complete dominance and government dependence.
Socialists!
Exactly. I believe President Trump is doing everything he can to unite us, and the left is doing everything they can to divide us. Now, we all know that without a moral compass, we have no higher power to answer to.
Right.
Right? We have impulsive action with no consequence, and we are seeing this very dynamic permeate our country. President Trump is the greatest president in my lifetime.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you why. President Trump didn't create political corruption,
hot?
he revealed it.
I have a fan. Okay.
He didn't create media bias, he revealed it.
Exactly.
He didn't create a cancel culture environment, he revealed it.
Exactly.
He didn't create the censorship of faith, he revealed it.
Yep.
He didn't create urban decay in democratically run cities, he revealed it.
Yes.
He didn't create democratic hypocrisy, he revealed it. And that's why this November we must vote. And we must vote Republican across the board to save our country. Literally, we have to save our country from the radical and hateful discourse that the Democrats have brought to the table. In every district, every county, every city, and every state, vote red. America and her ideals have never been more threatened by atheists and socialists ever in our history. Marxism and fascism have been permeating our children's education for decades now.
Yes, it is.
And now it's finally coming for all of us this November.
Yep.
This is not a vote for one party or another. Your vote is a choice between democracy or socialism. We are fighting for the very soul of our nation. So please, I beg you, educate yourselves. Don't listen to the mainstream media and so-called polls. We are a majority. We are a majority. and we will make a difference. God bless President Trump. God bless the First Lady. We hope they get better very, very soon and return to our television sets and return to our social awareness. We love them. We adore them. I adore you.
Love you too.
God bless you and your families. And God bless America.
Yes!
Please welcome the founder of UncoverDC.com, independent journalist Tracy BEANZ.
Probably not.
Right?
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. That's why I don't recognize him. He's good looking, man.
He's good looking old. You should have saw him 20 years ago.
I saw a picture. I was like, I did.
Hey everyone.
I missed him.
He's like a male model
You're
for years.
beautiful people out here.
Good.
You know, we're in the midst of something really amazing in this country. As horrible as it is to look around and see the devastation, there's something beautiful happening too. The reason there is such division in our country is because of the media. They've lied to America for decades.
Yes, it's true.
I have been fighting the fake news for years. I'm sick and tired of people like you being lied to every day. Can you imagine being so scared because of lies? People are just lying to divide the country. I'm sick of it. I want people to be able to find information with integrity again. I want the entire world to know that the whole entire Russia nonsense was a lie. I want everyone to know how amazing the president and his family are. I want everyone to know how they're being manipulated and used for political ends to try to destroy the country.
Yes.
The division and the hate that you're seeing, the burning, the looting, it is a consequence of a much bigger plan. A much bigger plan to take down the freedom that we know in this country. You guys are all out here in the face of overwhelming odds to scream that you want freedom and liberty back in this country. You want the truth so you can make informed decisions. And I looked around at every single media company out there and I said, this is bull. None of you people are doing it right. There's always something they're lying to you about. So I started Uncover DC because I want to tell you guys the truth. Hurtful, harmful, hard to hear, painful to kind of internalize. You guys need to know the truth so we can get this country back on the right track. Yeah. We can elect leaders to work for us. Everybody has to realize they work for you, not the other way around.
Yes.
I want to thank you guys all for coming out here today and supporting Brandon and Walkaway. I want you guys to make sure you raise your caps to the brave men and women doing security for this event today. Boots on the ground, Bikers for Trump, and 1A Praetorian. They have sacrificed so much for us and they're here making sure that we're all safe. Guys, support independent journalism. They're the fifth estate and the last hope we have to save this country. I love my family. Thank you for letting me sacrifice my time to try and do my part. Thank you guys so much and God bless you all. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome political commentator YG NYGHTSTORM.
side, what's up, Washington, D.C.? Everybody on the left side, what's up, Washington, D.C.? Everybody in the middle, what's up, Washington, D.C.? Everybody, what's up, Washington, D.C.? My name is NYGHTStorm, and I want to tell you guys something. I love this country. Now let me tell you why I love this country. If you follow me on my YouTube channel or anywhere else, 27 years ago, 1992, I was 18 years old. Now I know I look good for my age. Come on now, I do look good for my age. I got 7 adult children and 1 grandbaby, so I think I'm good. But 27 years ago, I was homeless and sleep on the streets of Atlanta. I had been beaten up, robbed, my shoes and my socks was taken, and I was literally urinated on.
Wow.
And I wanted to give up. And I said to myself, I said, Father, I feel like you have abandoned me. And I was talking to God about this, and when I was ready to give up the ghost, let me tell you why this country is so important to me. Right when I was ready to die, a Rolls Royce pulled up next to me, and in that Rolls Royce, there was a short little white man about this tall, old guy, maybe 72 years old, and he walked around the car, and he saw me laying on the sidewalk. And he said, young man, are you cold? I said, it's November, duh. But he said, okay. He said, are you okay? I said, I'm homeless, duh. And he said, I want to tell you something. I understand where you come from. And I said, how in the hell do you understand where I come from? You are white. You are driving a Rolls Royce, a $500,000 car. You look like you've never suffered a day in your life. How do you understand where I come from? And he said, young man, let me tell you something. In 1954 in Chicago, I was homeless, and he said he was sleeping on the streets in front of Wrigley Field, and a black man in a car drove by and saw him laying there on the ground because he had also been beaten up. He had also had his shoes and socks taken, and that black man was a short guy who got out the car and walked around the car. And he looked at him, and he took off his shoes and had on a pair of Argyle socks. And he put those Argyle socks on that man's feet. He said, let me tell you something, young man. I know exactly where you come from because suffering doesn't have a skin color. So if you can imagine, I had to slow my roll. But he looked down at me and he saw my feet, and they were ashy and crusty. And he sat down next to me and he took off his shoes, right? And guess what he had on? He had on a pair of Argyle socks. And he took those Argyle socks off his feet and he slid them on my feet, and he prayed over me. And he said, just as sure as these socks cover your feet, God is going to cover your life. Now go forth and make a difference. And when I tell you something, that one incident ignited my faith. And it made me understand that God does love me in spite of my circumstances. And regardless of my skin color, there are people out there that love me, that will give a damn about me, and they don't care about this. So when I tell you, the American dream, ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters, is very, very real. But the American dream is not a one-time thing. It's not. Let me give you another nugget. I just moved here from Atlanta 48 hours ago. And the reason why I moved here is because a company named the American Principles Project, they said, YG, we need you to come to DC. We need some of that love. We need some of that God. We need some of that faith in this town. Come on to DC, YG. And you better believe I took the job as their new director of the Defense of America because I lived this. So when I tell you something, I donated 99% of all of my stuff, gave everything to my brothers, my children are happy, and 50% I gave to my ex-wife. Well, she paid for half of it anyway. Decided to give it back to her, but when I tell you this, the American dream is real. For every man, every woman, every son, every daughter, regardless of who tells you, regardless of what the media says, regardless of what the Democrat Party say, that you are a victim, you are a victor. When they say that you have been conquered for 400 years, you have risen for 400 years. So I want to say this because my time is up. I want to say God bless you and everyone you hold dear. For every man that's trying to hold on to his family because he lost his job during the coronavirus, may God empower you. May every woman who is holding on to her children because they've been arguing back and forth over Black Lives Matter, may God empower you. And for all the students who are in college dealing with progressive socialists attacking them, may God... So I'm going to finish with this, and I always do a power pose for everybody that knows me, and the power pose is simply this, to show the strength of America. So can y'all power pose with me? Are you ready on the right? Are you ready on the left? Are you ready in the middle? We're going to go in 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Maga, baby! God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.